He ruled Libya for 42 years. He called himself a revolutionary. Others called him a dictator. He survived coups, sanctions, and international isolation until his dramatic fall in 2011. This is the full story of Muammar Gaddafi, a controversial leader who reshaped Libya and left behind a legacy still debated today. Muammar Gaddafi was born in 1940 near Sirte in a Bedouin family living in the Libyan desert. At the time, Libya had recently gained independence from Italian colonial rule. Growing up poor but politically aware, Gaddafi admired Arab nationalist leaders, especially Egypt's president, Gamal Abdel Nasser. He joined the Libyan military academy and quickly became involved in secret revolutionary circles. Libya was then ruled by King Idris I, whose monarchy many young officers believed was corrupt and too closely tied to Western powers. On September 1, 1969, at just 27 years old, Gaddafi led a bloodless military coup. The monarchy was overthrown. Libya became a republic, and Gaddafi became its new leader. After taking power, Gaddafi expelled foreign military bases and nationalized Libya's oil industry. Oil wealth transformed the country. Under his rule, education became free, healthcare became free, housing projects expanded, Libya's standard of living improved significantly in the 1970s. In 1977, Gaddafi introduced his political philosophy outlined in his Green Book. He called his system the Jamahiriya, meaning state of the masses. However, critics argued that real power remained concentrated in his hands, political opposition was banned, and dissent was often crushed during the 1980s. Libya was accused of supporting militant groups around the world. In 1986, the United States under President Ronald Reagan launched airstrikes on Libya. The most serious accusation came after the 1988 Lockerbie bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 over Scotland. Libya was blamed, leading to heavy UN sanctions. For years, Libya faced economic isolation. But in the early 2000s, Gaddafi changed course. He agreed to compensate Lockerbie victims' families and abandon Libya's weapons of mass destruction programs. Sanctions were lifted, and relations with Western countries improved. Gaddafi even addressed the United Nations in 2009 in a long and controversial speech. For a moment, it seemed Libya had re-entered the global stage. In 2011, protests swept across the Arab world in what became known as the Arab Spring. Inspired by uprisings in Tunisia and Egypt, Libyans took to the streets demanding change. The protests quickly escalated into civil war. NATO intervened with airstrikes against Gaddafi's forces. Rebel groups advanced across the country. In October 2011, Gaddafi was captured near his hometown of Sirte. Shortly after, he was killed. His 42-year rule came to an end. Gaddafi's legacy remains deeply divided. Supporters say he used oil wealth to improve living standards. He promoted African unity. He resisted Western dominance. Critics argue he ruled with authoritarian control. He suppressed political freedoms. His governance left Libya unstable after his fall. Muammar Gaddafi was one of the most controversial leaders of the modern era. To some, he was a revolutionary who empowered his nation. To others, he was an authoritarian ruler whose long grip on power shaped Libya's instability. But one thing is certain: for decades, Gaddafi defined Libya's identity. His dramatic rise and fall changed North Africa forever.